to know.
We're just doing a Why is my phone rotating? The ground isn't shaking. Okay. We're just recording this quick. We're playing a guessing game. Okay.
What does Martha Wells like to do when she does not know how to end a scene?
Oh, I know what Martha Wells does when she doesn't know how to end a scene. She conveniently knocks the character unconscious, for reasons, and then that ends the scene. And then is that how the fucking book ends?
No. It's how it's apparently where the timeline is, and how it starts.
Okay, we're reading reviews for Queen Demon, by the way. The sequel to the book that was advertised as a standalone because Martha Wells and Tor/Reactor Publishing are fucking scammers. So she... Okay, what? So the question is, what does Martha Wells like to do to end a scene when she can't think of any other way to end the scene? And the answer is, she will just knock the character in question unconscious so that she doesn't have to do any of the hard work of writing a story that actually makes sense. Oh, you told the bad guys that you're gonna blow up their nuclear bomb, so they literally ran over here to stare directly at it, and it exploded? Now you have to figure out what happens next? No, you don't. Just knock Murderbot unconscious. That'll fix everything. So how has she done this in Queen Demon? We're just reading the reviews because it's really fucking funny. Okay.
So the whole thing where she knocks the characters unconscious.
Yep. Just make sure you talk slightly louder.
The whole thing where she just knocks characters unconscious because she has no other solution to end a scene or actually do any kind of exposition.
Instead of just writing a story that makes sense, she writes herself into corners and then is too lazy to just edit it so that she can not write herself into the corner.
And instead go in a smooth little arc in a circle instead of a hard corner of a square room.
I'll go along with that metaphor. I have no idea what that means, but okay.
Writing yourself into a corner.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, and character arcs, plot arcs, are a thing that you can do when you actually edit and you don't just publish your first draft as a thing.
Yep.
And then you actually do multiple drafts. So, So, like in All Systems Red, where Murderbot gets knocked unconscious, and there's a blank. And then Murderbot wakes up, and we just get told all these things happened. All the plot.
Happened. So Murderbot not only got bought off screen, but it was unconscious so long that they literally had time for the company to send their rescue ship, and all of this shit happened while Murderbot was unconscious somehow. Don't ask any questions. We'll just never know. Because it's shit writing.
So for Queen Demon, there's a time skip between Witch King's ending and Queen Demon.
Witch King's ending of, and then they stepped into the sky. Which means literally nothing.
Yep.
But is very obviously meant to sound cool and sound like a much better written book, but means nothing. Because...
Yes. So do you want to take a hazard a guess as to what length of time the time skip is?
So hold on. Are you telling me that immediately after, and then they stepped into the sky, Kai immediately got knocked unconscious? Is that what you're telling me?
No. It's just the time skip thing.
Okay.
But it's just that...
Are we saying he got knocked unconscious at some point after that?
Potentially.
And then we get time skipped? Okay.
We don't know if there was any injury involved, but there is a time skip apparently.
Okay, so there's a time skip. So... Let me guess. We've already gone 60 years into the future from the original timeline. So I'm going to guess 80 years this time.
Close.
100 years. That seems...
Lower, actually.
60 again.
Yes.
Another 60 years into the future.
Apparently.
What could possibly be happening?
Yeah, somebody says...
Okay, hold on. Martha Wells doesn't grasp. Okay, I don't give a single shit about any of these characters enough to justify going 60 years into the future. But also, not all of these people are immortal. So, if I had to pick a favorite character or a character I want to protect the most, it'd be Sanja fucking Broken Goddamn Toes. because that poor abused child was literally hobbling around on broken toes the entire book because nobody ever fucking healed them.
Because she forgot that she
Martha
established
Wells,
that.
Martha Wells literally forgot that she just went out of her way to tell us that this child has broken toes, and then she forgot she did that. And none of the so-called professional editors said, "Hey, you have a really, really blatant continuity error here. You want to just fucking put in any sentence at all about," and then Kai healed Sanja's injuries, including her broken toes. You want to include a single line about Kai carrying her up the stairs so she's not walking on her broken toes until he can recover enough magic energy to heal her? No? No? None of the professional editors? None of the quality control people that you're supposed to get when you are paying for a professional publishing thingamajiggy? Okay, continue. I'm done my rant.
Yeah, the reviewer says, blah blah blah. I would have done better with a brief recap, because the only characters I remembered from the beginning were Ziti and Sanja. Sanja Broken Toes.
Sanja Broken Toes. That's our nickname for her, because literally.
It took a few chapters for me to remember the other characters from the first book, but then I was left with a bunch of other characters I was struggling to remember, and that's because the book takes place about 60 years after Witch King. Very confusing.
What is the fucking point of that? So, we're literally not
This
actually...
person might honestly just be very confused.
That's true. That's true. I did have to sit through that Murderbot
I said,
review.
this book was good. But it took me about halfway through to realize that some of the characters I could not recall were actually brand new characters that Martha Wells was jumping wildly from one period of time to the next. So this book is just introducing another glut of brand new fucking characters who are acting like they're established characters in a series, but they're brand new to the page.
You mean like she did with Tariq in System Collapse, where Tariq spoke exactly 18 words of dialogue scattered over, 400 plus pages, 100,000 plus words, and Tariq spoke 18 of them in dialogue, and then in System Collapse...
Is that 18 words or 18
18
lines?
words.
18 individual words.
Throughout multiple pages and chapters. 18 words total. And then in System Collapse, she just pretended like he's a main character on par with Raffi, who was introduced in Book 1, and that we all know who he and Iris are. And this led to so many people thinking that they are at fault for not rereading the book before this. And that's why they don't remember who the fuck these people that Martha Wells is acting like our main characters who've been here the whole time are. When they're literally background. Can you scoot your little butt for me, Polychrome? She said no. Okay, so
at least according to one review, there is a 60 fucking year time skip between Witch King and Queen Demon. For no fucking reason.
So we're literally
So she wants to kill the pacing even more.
Literally, even though the pacing was nothing.
Glacial.
Literally nothing happening. So we don't even get to see the fucking results of the thing at the end of Witch King, because we're just skipping all of that 60 years into the future.
Because that would require effort to read.
At least according to this person. So she's just skipping ahead so that she doesn't actually have to deal with any of the consequences or continuity of what she already wrote.
Yes.
For the exact same reason.
The next chronological review below that one is, alright, I remember enjoying the first book in the series very much.
Make sure you're saying their names so they get credit.
Somebody named Elaine.
Okay.
Says, the first 20% of this book trying to reorientate myself and figure out what the heck was even going on, as it opens with a past timeline with characters I'm not even sure were in the first book. Probably best read directly after Witch King. You mean, if people want to fucking bore themselves into the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Also, platform decay is apparently so bad that people are already selling their copies on eBay for $20. It's because I guess some physical bookstores are selling it a few days early, and people
Which
are already
doesn't feel legal, but alright.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people saying their local bookstore has it for sale already, so people are buying it. How much does it cost?
I'm pretty sure it's $25. Probably $25.99.
How long do we think until Tor gives it away for free in exchange for people?
I give it
in it
3 months.
Or no, how long do we think it'll be until Tor gives away the entire series for free again? In another effort to drum up people to keep reading it, but most people who do get it for free at this point are not making it past like book 4 because they're not fucking shit.
Mm-hmm. You mean we literally ran the numbers? Literally, most people are not getting past book 4.
Yeah, it's $24.99. Amazon has it on sale for $21.49.
It's on sale even though you can't officially buy it yet.
Yeah, that's the
That
pre-order
totally
price
makes sense.
guarantee. It'll be released 3 days from now, and people are just buying it in the store, and then they're, I guess, reading it in literally less than 24 hours, and are already
Which
putting
is
it up for
entirely
sale.
feasible, because I'm sure there's also shit tons of blank pages, and disgustingly huge margins in there too.
Yep, and it's like how thick is System Collapse? Because it's the same page count, I think.
No clue. I'm too lazy to go and get it.
But yeah, it's very funny. It's incredibly funny. Like, there's gonna be so many retrospectives on this series and her writing.
And none of these fuckers get to claim, oh, nobody knew this at the time.
It's 256 pages, and people are reading this thing in less than 24 hours, and then they're so done with it, they're immediately listing it for sale on eBay for cheaper than they bought it for.
Mm-hmm.
Not even trying to make a scalper profit by acting like they have a rare copy. They're literally just selling it for $20 and $3 shipping. And people are probably paying the full $25 in bookstores, if not more, considering Barnes & Noble charges $35 fucking dollars for System Collapse.
And I thought that was because it was going to be the best book I read in my entire life.
And that it was the first one. And then it wasn't. Because they don't even put the numbers on the side of the book, I don't think.
Because then they'd have to, deal with the shitty publishing order. Alrighty, that's it. Bye-bye.